Hello, 7th graders. This is the types of triangles foldable. Here's the other one. So if you don't have it filled in, here's an opportunity to fill that in. This first one is the one that's all about triangles categorized by their angles. A right triangle is one that has one right angle. Right triangles have two acute angles. And you can see that would be like right here and right here. Those are the acute angles. And they can be isosceles or scalene, which means that they can either have all three sides different from each other, that would be isosceles, or they can have two sides the same and one different, that would be scalene. Another kind of angle, or triangle, I mean, is an obtuse triangle. I've emphasized the obtuse angle here. And an obtuse angle has one obtuse angle and two that are acute. So that's these other two, right here and right here. Those are acute. And it can also be isosceles or scalene. This one looks maybe like it's isosceles because these two sides look like they're the same length. And then this third side is a different length. Another kind is an acute triangle. The acute triangle has all three angles that are acute. That's what it says first. And it can be any of the side length kinds, equilateral, isosceles, or scalene. Down here, we have triangles categorized by their side lengths. So the first one we talked about in class was equilateral triangles. Those have three equal sides. That's what I've indicated here. And they have three equal angles. That's what those little symbols mean. So the sides can be any length, but the three equal angles have to be 60 degrees each because the total angles in a triangle have to be 180 degrees. The total degrees in a triangle have to be 180. So if we have three that are all equal, 180 divided by 3 is 60. They all have to be 60 degrees. And they have to be acute because all the angles have to be 60 degrees. So they must be acute if they're equilateral. The second kind we talked about in class were scalene, where all the three sides are different from each other. And so they have 0 equal sides, 0 equal angles, and they can be acute, right, or obtuse. I tried to draw one of each. Here, oh, actually it looks like I drew two obtuse. This one is like maybe a right scalene triangle. This one looks like it's an obtuse because that angle is obtuse. This one also looks like it's obtuse because that angle is obtuse. But you could have an acute scaling triangle as well. And isosceles triangles have two equal sides that could be any length, two equal angles, and they can be right, acute, or obtuse as well. And here's an example of each of those. This one is right. These two sides are the same. These two angles are the same as each other. This one is acute because all three of these angles are acute angles. These two sides are equal to each other, and those two angles are equal to each other. And this one is obtuse because this angle is obtuse. These two sides are equal to each other, and these two angles are equal to each other. Okay, that should catch you up.